Hi, All Dairy Free Lady here. Today I'm going to show you how to make these delicious dairy-free chocolate chip cookies. So the first thing we're going to add is our dairy-free butter alternative. We're going to add 1/2 of a cup of that. Then we're going to add 1/2 a cup of our butter flavored Crisco. Next we're going to add 1/2 a cup of white sugar. And then we're going to add a whole cup of packed brown sugar. Then we're going to put our paddle on our mixer and we're going to cream these ingredients together. Okay, that looks good. I'm just going to scrape down the sides and my paddle. Next, I'm going to add a teaspoon of vanilla. I'm going to turn my mixer on low. And as that's mixing, I'm going to add my 2 eggs. Egg number 2. And we're just going to let that mix well. Okay, now that the eggs are nice and mixed in, I'm going to prepare the dry ingredients. So we're going to add 3 cups of flour to our sifter. Then we're going to add 1/2 of a teaspoon of salt, and then a teaspoon of baking soda. Now I'm going to sift that all together. Now that we have our dry ingredients sifted, we're going to add a little bit at a time to our wet ingredients. And if you have your mixer on low, you can just keep adding as you see this start to get incorporated into the wet ingredients. You just add a little bit more of the dry ingredients. And you just keep doing that until all the dry ingredients are mixed into the wet. So after your cookie dough is all mixed, you can either add about 2 cups of your non-dairy chocolate chips to the mixer and mix that some more. Or what I like to do is, since the non-dairy chocolate chips are more expensive, sometimes I just add them to each cookie as I'm making it, maybe about 3 or 4 chips per cookie. I found these chocolate chips at Walmart. Many stores now carry allergen-free or dairy-free chocolate chips, so just check your ingredients before you use them. This is another brand that you can get. It's Enjoy Life. This is also a good dairy-free chocolate chip brand. The easiest way to do your chocolate chip cookies is just to take a teaspoon and get it on your teaspoon, put it on your cookie sheet. That way they're kind of all about the same size. If one looks a lot bigger, just pinch a little bit off, throw it back in with the dough. So when you're doing cookies, you just want to make sure they're all about the same size because you don't want some overcooking and some undercooking. So you don't have to be exact, but just try to get them about the same size. So now we're going to put our cookies in an oven that's been preheated to 350. We're going to cook these for about 10 to 12 minutes. If you're like me and you don't want to do all the cookies at once, maybe you just want a couple dozen cookies, you can refrigerate your dough. What I do is I just take some Glad wrap. I lay my Glad wrap down, and then I just scoop my remaining cookie dough onto the Glad wrap. So this is how I do it. I just spread it out in a log, and then I just roll it up in my Glad wrap, and then you can just place that in your freezer. And here we have our delicious dairy-free chocolate chip cookies. For more dairy-free recipes, be sure to like and subscribe, and also check out the link below for a printable recipe.